What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Observe and Proceed, where I observe and proceed to react. And today we're back at it in LA with a good old police pursuit. You know, those favorite pursuits we like, because they're usually good in LA. I mean, it happens all the time. Not all of them are good, but this one looks good. Went through DTLA. The police were actually pursuing. You know, things are changing. So we're going to get right into that. But first off, I want to thank everyone that's been subbing, that's been liking. I highly appreciate you. And if you're new here, if you can do that for me, hey, I'll appreciate you too. Anyway, let's get right into it. Let's waste no more time.
Now to breaking news in West Hollywood, where police are in pursuit.
Gil Davis overhead.
Okay,
at
West
Sky
Hollywood.
5. Gil.
Well, Mike and Sherrod, very dangerous pursuit here. You can see the vehicle being chased by LAPD. We believe it's Hollywood Division officers that are in pursuit of this vehicle here. The one is assault with a deadly weapon. The person in the vehicle said to have a weapon on board.
They always say that.
Airship overhead. We are tracking the pursuit here.
They always say that, but I guess if that's what he's wanted for.
Surface streets. It's been on surface streets the whole time. There's been a couple of
he had
calls with the car running red lights, stop signs, and going against traffic at some points of this pursuit. But here's the driver going through
running them stops. That's dangerous.
Basically apartments as we continue westbound on Romaine. It's going to continue going through that direction. I'm going to come out to a wide shot so you can see, LAPD units drop back quite a bit there. They're still in pursuit. They're still behind. Here he comes, a left-hand turn onto Fairfax, and the airship's still lighting up the vehicle right now. But we were seeing high rates of speed, 70 miles an hour right now and higher, as this car continues to flee from the LAPD officers.
Makes sense for LAPD to drop back as you see this driver.
Why does it make sense?
Moving at very, very high speeds. They are tracking this from the air as well. You see pedestrians.
Homie's just walking with some food right there. Doesn't even know what's going on.
Driving like this at any time of day or night, but especially on a Friday night.
But see, if they're pursuing, they could have the sirens on and whatnot, and people know what's going on. This guy's just speeding recklessly. No one sees him. No one hears any sirens or anything. They don't know what's going on. So they should be pursuing.
You have more people out and about. I wouldn't be surprised if LAPD backed off entirely on the ground.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, but that's not right.
In
case you haven't noticed.
At any rate, this driver moving on residential streets at times we just saw a moment ago, 40, 50, 60 miles an hour right through stop signs.
Yeah, he's now
because
on
there's no LAPD.
Boulevard, making his way north and making a U-turn, it looks like, because he knows that if he goes farther
there they are.
North,
finally decided to show up.
The unit behind him that's also trying to follow him make that U-turn. That is just going to get even more congested as far as pedestrians, traffic, and the sort. So heading southbound now on Crescent Heights Boulevard. I mean, you can see this is a very narrow street, just 2 lanes there. And, you know, he's trying to make his way as people are going about their business, probably out for the night, you know, making their way to.
This was on a Friday night, I believe.
Or bars or whatever it might be on this Friday night.
Yep. 10:40 p.m.
Boy, yeah, and some close calls there. He made that U-turn on Crescent Heights, went back towards Melrose. That's when the LAPD tried to box him in, couldn't do it, and continued here southbound at a high rate of speed, passing cars there. It's a very narrow street there with 2 lanes, but then you got cars that are parked on that second lane or that slow lane there, so it's making it very difficult, not only for the driver to navigate, but LAPD to catch up to it. The airship overhead lining up. Here comes a major intersection here. This is 3rd Street, right through the intersection there, and continuing on, but very close calls multiple times during this pursuit that's been going on for about just under 10 minutes.
So it just started.
As far as we know, this is assault with a deadly weapon is the want.
We didn't miss
nothing. Any more circumstances surrounding the alleged crimes committed that led to a pursuit. But indeed, LAPD is behind this driver now who is moving at very dangerous speeds, moving through West Hollywood into Hollywood, and just not what you want to see. Driving like this, particularly on surface streets with so much traffic on a Friday night. You've got cross traffic, you've got pedestrians. We've seen a couple of pedestrians here that have come very close to being hit. Moving back into the Hollywood area. This driver, And okay, so a turn there, and LAPD, as you see there, still right behind him. They're actually
good.
closing the gap.
That's good.
As this driver continues to move 50, 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, he's on Wilshire Boulevard now, passing LACMA and the Peterson Museum there that you see there on the bottom of the screen. And, you know, this tends to be at this
Dang, he
time
is
of
pushing
night, a
now.
little bit more, you know, open road for drivers. So
One more
he's going to
time,
have
Sam,
a little
I had
bit
you turn
more
down a little bit.
room to make his way, you know, through just a little bit of congestion there. But that's not going to last very long until maybe he gets to Koreatown. But as he's making his way over here, we see that there are still some black and whites behind him. And there they are. Like you said, Gil, closing the gap right now. But this is just, I mean, dangerous speeds. 70, 80 miles per hour on Wilshire Boulevard. It's just frightening to watch.
Frightening to watch.
Yeah, boy, it sure is. Look at those speeds, and LAPD keeping up with the vehicle. Here he's going to make a right-hand turn, and he's going to go southbound here. This is Dunsmuir. He's going to go hitting the gas there, but as you see the airship overhead, there is a fog layer coming in, so it's making the picture kind of hazy.
Is that what it is?
And having to fly at low levels here to continue on this
because the
pursuit,
other
but
news
for
station,
now,
which
LAPD not having an
we
issue
will switch
in the
over
air
to
with, staying over this right
the
now.
end of the video.
The
They have a pretty
driver
clear
here,
shot.
Not really going.
They just
in
don't
any
have this part of the
particular
video.
pattern, not using the same streets and so on, but just trying to evade as much as possible. As I come out wide here, this is going to be Olympic.
Oh,
look at
he's
that,
not
moving
recklessly
right
going through.
And made it through successfully. There's the pursuit package behind the vehicle there. But again,
It's like he's
we're
getting
still working
escorted
on
now.
getting confirmation on that assault with a deadly weapon call. We did get that word from the airship overhead, from LAPD airship, saying that it was an armed assault with a deadly weapon suspect in that vehicle that's being chased right now. We believe it's a BMW that the driver's in.
Always
right
a
now.
Beamer.
We don't know
It's
how
always the
many
Beamer
occupants
drivers.
Yeah, we don't know how many occupants are in the vehicle right now.
Don't
so
trust
we're
the
waiting
Beamer
on word on
driver.
that as well.
Yeah. It looks like he's trying to head over to the 10. You know, he's making his way south, and you know, eventually by the time he hits past Venice, he'll hit the 10. He's on Hauser Boulevard right now. That should be pretty open, and as he makes his way down there,
Let's fast forward just a little bit.
Still working more information.
Yes, and look at this move here, right against traffic, and there's a unit there
Oh.
right ahead of the driver. He's going to go wrong side of the road now, a left-hand turn. We are hearing from the airship overhead that there's multiple suspects in the vehicle.
Oh, there's multiple people,
we're getting that
okay.
from the air unit as well. Here he is, wrong side.
So that to me would explain why he's not trying to crash. It probably isn't a stolen vehicle, and then he's responsible for other people. So I mean, I could see he's not trying to crash.
Side of the road, eastbound in the westbound lanes. Look at those cars diving out of the way
my.
to get out of the way. This driver here hitting the gas as well, and continuing here eastbound on Venice. Right side of the road now, and LAPD staying right in the chase. You can see them as I come out wide here. But again, dangerous situation here. This driver desperate to get away.
God, it's incredible. You know, they are really sticking with him as he's making all of these erratic moves. I mean, he's been driving, like we just saw, on the wrong side of the road. He's done it before, you know, unable to get through some of the lanes that were a little bit more narrow, the roads that were more narrow. He was using the other side as well. And now as he's making his way down Venice Boulevard, it looks like he has some... There he is. Okay, let's see what happens here. He didn't, you know, he's just going through that intersection just very dangerously. So, you know, it's heart stopping, you know, especially at this time of night, right? You know, you don't know what's coming at you. Thankfully, you have the pursuit package behind him with the lights and sirens so that at least you kind of have an idea. But, you know, when you're walking on the street,
lady.
Or drop air. And now it gets sticky as you get into intersections
sticky.
where there's more traffic,
Freeway.
which is not a surprise on a Friday night. Gil, you think he's headed for the freeway?
And he just got on that
Yeah,
freeway
but,
eastbound.
obviously,
there as,
right? He just got on.
He's in pursuit here. A lot of close calls now. We're hearing that.
Oh,
we got
wow,
an
look
actual
at that.
count from the airship that there's 4 suspects in the vehicle. So 4 suspects from this assault with a deadly weapon. We're hearing armed.
So all 4 of
suspects.
them did it, or just the
That's what we're
driver?
getting the official word from LAPD right now. But eastbound 10.
108,
freeway, look at the
110,
speeds here,
dang.
115 miles an hour, and we got heavy traffic.
He's a
up
real
ahead. I'm
Beamer
looking out
driver,
the
isn't
window.
he?
ahead of us, and there's brake lights, a lot of brake lights up ahead, so he's going to have to do some tricky maneuvers here to get around this traffic. He's going to use the center divider. We're hearing now on the scanner that there may have been an article tossed out of the vehicle at some
deadly
point during this
weapon.
pursuit. We didn't see that happen,
Tossed
but
out.
I hear them talking about that right now. But look at this, using that center divider breakdown lane to get around this heavy traffic here as he approaches the 110 freeway.
Did he sideswipe that car? It looked like they were, I don't
Might
know.
have.
Yeah.
I did see them, you know,
I don't
throw
know.
something
We don't
out of
know.
the window in one of the residential neighborhoods. I think it was in Mid-City. When they were going through there, it looked like something that was red that was thrown out of the car. So we'll try and see if we can look for
This is
that
how
video
Beamer
and
drivers
get an
drive
idea of what
regularly,
that
though.
was.
Like, they're
But
just
we're looking at
reckless like
four
this.
suspects in here, Micah.
Yeah, a desperate situation for law enforcement. And
Oh,
look at that.
oh.
It looks like he hit the side of that car.
Yeah.
So,
He didn't. He almost
the damage
did.
is piling up, and you see the
That
desperation
Cybertruck
on the
would've
part of these
messed that
suspects
thing
trying
up.
to get away.
His little Beamer up.
And you can imagine what it's like inside that BMW right now as law enforcement continues to track. Gil, CHP obviously aware of this by now, and potentially getting into position to potentially take over. Depending on what happens here, the longer it goes on the freeway, you may see a higher likelihood of CHP getting involved. But for the moment, it is all LAPD on these suspects. We now know there are 4 people in this car, and the want that's being described to us is armed suspect. We do not have further confirmation or details surrounding the circumstances that got these suspects into the situation they're in now, but LAPD will be forthcoming in the moments ahead, we understand, as we continue to work on more information.
So this is why he's heading to
But
downtown.
you see
He's trying to
it's
lose
just
a
dangerous
chopper.
situation.
He's lost the
freeway, I
units.
think.
Driving like this, you'd almost rather it
gonna
be
get
on
off
the
the freeway, I
freeway,
think,
but it looks as though they may be looking
maybe not.
for an exit ramp. Well, they're moving back on now, but they want to stay to the right here. So, Gil, hard to say what they're going to do next. LAPD is on this, and you know CHP is aware as well.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, absolutely, and he might be trying to exit here in downtown. Northbound 110 from the 10. He's getting all the way over. It looks like he's going to be exiting here. The airship overhead, and we're going to try to stay right over this because it's going to get tricky here with the buildings as he
that's his plan.
Wood from the 110 freeway.
The
There he
buildings.
goes towards Figueroa. We got a couple buildings in our way here, so we're going to lose it for a second here. We'll see if it comes into play. Right there is, I believe that's Figueroa, and he's going to make a left-hand northbound turn here on Figueroa.
Yeah,
Yep,
and,
this is his plan
we
for
do
sure.
See some, people that are out and about on this Friday night. That there was a person there just in the crosswalk as they're making their way through downtown Los
Nope, he
Angeles.
went straight.
We've seen this many times before, where
They lost
try
him on
to
this
get
broadcast.
lost, in the buildings.
But don't worry, we're going to switch over to the other station. They have it.
Welcome back, everyone. We interrupt sports right now for this breaking news.
How
A driver
dare they
wanted
interrupt
for assault
sports?
With a deadly weapon. Let's go to Mike Rogers at the desk. Mike, you mentioned there are 4 people inside this car right now.
Susie, 4 people inside this car, and unfortunately, we just entered downtown on a night where it is very cloudy. We're doing our best. Oliver up there in SkyCal to keep an eye on this guy as he pokes through buildings. There you see the car. This all started in Hollywood on a 911 call. LAPD officers arrived to an assault with a deadly weapon.
It is
radio
cloudy,
call.
but
they got there.
as you can see, who is this? CBS has way better quality
on that street there
than the other station we were watching.
We know that there are at least 4 people in the car. We believe there are 4 people in the car. The person, we know that there are at least 4 people in the car. We believe there are 4
where are they
people.
at? Where are
So
they
you
at?
these
Okay,
LAPD
see, the
that are
units
trying
are
to
on it
catch up.
here,
The
though.
car is actually a bit further down the street. You see
They
some of those
decided to
buildings
join
down there,
'cause
those blue lights rather on those buildings.
the
The cloud that
airship
we are dealing with here
can't
near the
can't
US Bank
see
building, the
because of the
Wells Fargo
buildings.
building. So this started in Hollywood. We came west through West Hollywood, and then we went. There's the LAPD helicopter that you're looking at. We went west through West Hollywood, south past the Grove into Pico Union, and then eastbound rather on the 10 freeway. Forgive us as we're losing our shot there as well. Eastbound on the 10
forgive
freeway,
you.
and then northbound on the 110 freeway before getting off in downtown LA. So SkyCal is continuing to try to maneuver to try to get eyes back on this this pursuit suspect. We're getting actually close to City Hall, Oliver, if you want to start start moving your way that way. That is where the suspect
where are they at?
Why they are also not in. He was on the freeway.
There he is. There he is.
Very fast. Speeds over 100 miles an hour.
Got him.
As those officers were trying to keep up, make a right turn there. Again, around some of those big buildings. That's the U.S. Bank Tower. You've got some other buildings there as well. So there's a lot to contend with here in downtown. We'll see. It looks like, yep, coming back on the freeway right there, Oliver. And I think, let me see. I'm going to be bearings here where we're at. I think we're looking at the 101 there. Or no, he's underneath of it. Excuse me. He's underneath of the freeway right there, underneath of the building. So this guy really doing all that he can right now to try to evade.
Yeah, we can't really see what he's doing though because of these buildings. But the police are actually on him. He ain't getting away.
Stay with him. There he is, coming back around here. So if his plan was to ditch the ground units under these tall, or
that ain't gonna happen
under these tall buildings, it's not working out very well for them because LAPD has allowed their ground units to stay right on top of this person. And again,
and that's happened plenty of times,
with a deadly weapon.
So they know.
4 suspects believed to be inside with at least 3 handguns, according to the LAPD, or according to some of the
tossed them
information
out.
we are listening to. And forgive us, we're losing our shot there with SkyCal as we
Forgive
move
you.
around again some of these buildings here. There we go. Signal is back here as we come back around. It'll be interesting to see if he gets back on the freeway here. He did do that for a period of time again before coming into the downtown Los Angeles area, maybe to try to lose some of these guys, but he's making these really wild moves here back there at Fremont and Temple. That LAPD unit that you can see, though, is doing a really good job of staying right on top of this guy. The LAPD airship, our helicopter SkyCal, doing their best to navigate the tall buildings here in and around downtown LA. And there's a fire engine trying to pull out right there as well. Going to get caught up in this as that car maneuvers around the fire engine. Staying away from the freeway, though. Left-hand turn. The freeway was just to his right.
Should have blocked
there.
the
There
street.
wasn't an on-ramp, but it was at least the freeway. If he was trying to go that route and get back on it, he's not. He's going to stay in the downtown LA area. Really kind of the north corner of the downtown LA area, almost near Chinatown.
Usually they hit a parking lot or something, like an inside parking lot.
Downtown, First and Hope Street. Here you go, LAPD right behind him. That is still a Hollywood unit. LAPD Hollywood Division was the ones who started this chase. They're still with it. Right behind him as this guy continues to weave his way in and around the downtown area, back out on Flower.
He's slowing down, though. He's slowing
right
down.
behind their tails. And again, you see the windows rolled up. We don't really see inside of it. The information that the LAPD is getting is from this victim. Now, the nature of the call, and I believe, Ollie, that goes underground. So that's going to be the tunnel. I think we're going to need to move to the left here to try to get him on the other. Right right there through the intersection. Yep, good job. So back through the underneath that tunnel.
Good job, cameraman. W cameraman.
Pursuits get lost in that tunnel. That tunnel in particular, and here's another one, not happening this time because the LAPD is right on his tail. You got a couple of people on scooters there making the left-hand turn at 4th and Olive as this car just continues to come barreling through these Hollywood units right on his tail. There's
another cop just there.
Kind of made a bizarre little wide turn there and almost slowed down, but blowing through these red lights. That's a pedestrian crossing there, and you can see these LAPD units. Here's another red light. Let's see what they do. Right through it here to try to get around some of that traffic. That pedestrian, thankfully, had gotten through the traffic there. Now the airship is telling units that he almost TC'd, almost crashed into that.
Oh, he stopped.
The intersection. Okay, stopped here. I can't tell.
They're getting out. They're getting out.
Okay, the car looks like it's rolling. Okay, I think we have a foot bail here. Some of these people out. It looks like that car. We're
6th and Hill. Oh, I go to the. I used to go to the club right there.
LA. To see where these suspects went. It looked like all 4 of them got out and bailed. There you see the car has kind of rolled to a stop right here at 6th and Hill, and we saw those units get out and start chasing them. You have a gang unit down there. That's that slick top with the 7 on top of it from Wilshire Division. So the car has been left abandoned, just kind of rolled up here against the sidewalk, and now those officers are chasing on foot the other people.
Are they?
Forgive us as we get behind these buildings again here. It's a City National Bank building. So
it didn't look like they were chasing anybody.
Lose that building, maybe slide back to our left here.
Yeah, let's get a better shot.
Our pilots
Let's go, cameraman.
Tonight in SkyCal. LAPD is going to want to come and clear this vehicle. I don't know if all 4 suspects got out or exactly how many got out here, but
right, they don't look like they're chasing anybody.
Go up and try to clear that car and make sure no one is watching. We're going to keep our viewers on KCAL 9 and join our viewers on CBS LA Channel 2.
On Channel 2 CBS LA at 11 with breaking news and simulcasting on KCAL.
They're in the car, bro.
Pursuit of a suspect
ain't chasing anybody.
with a deadly weapon coming to an end.
Assignment editor
Hands
Mike
up.
Rogers
See,
is
he
at
got
the
his hands
desk
up.
helping us track this pursuit. Mike, this has been pretty wild.
It has been pretty wild, and it has finally just come to an end with a bunch of Hollywood and Wilshire units here in the downtown LA area at 6th and Hill. This is an assault with a deadly weapon suspects. We believe to be there were 4 of them in the car. Now, the suspects were wanted for an assault with a deadly weapon that happened in Hollywood. We know that it was a fresh 911 call. Officers were racing to the scene when they spotted the vehicle that the victim had given them the description of, and they started chasing it. In fact, this was all so fresh that the LAPD was trying to meet with the victim while they were chasing these guys.
You know, I don't like when they do the old footage bigger than the live footage. We should have the live footage on the right, the big footage, and the old footage on the left, because they're about to get out.
At least 2 of the people are still in the car. You see their hands hanging out the back passenger side of the driver's and passenger side of the car. So at least 2 people had the wherewithal to not take off and run, and are now awaiting LAPD to take them into custody.
You know, take us back, Mike. We understand that this start with.
I don't feel anybody
911
ran.
call that someone was assaulted.
Yeah, and we don't know the nature of that. In fact, they didn't even know the nature of it when they started chasing this car. They just knew that there was an assault.
Did
with a
driver
deadly weapon.
run? I didn't.
This was
Like, why is the door
description
closed
the
if he
victim had
ran?
given. What exactly was that ADW? What exactly was the assault? We're still working that out. But whatever it was, the victim was able to tell police that the people inside had 3 handguns. So at some point,
They
during
tossed them
whatever the
out.
interaction was, the victim alleged, as we see the person on the left, the driver's side, getting out now, he'll walk back towards the officers. But what the nature of the ADW was, we're still working on that. But the victim had
Huge
basically said he had
pants.
3
Holy.
Okay, well, they have one person, it looks like.
Straight out
almost
the
in
90s with them
so,
jeans.
that's good. At
Dang.
least they have one person. It sounds like, oh, and there are those hands?
5 sizes
Right?
too
They had
too
their hands, and
high.
then they put it back in the car.
Yeah,
Jesus.
they
We thought they were going to get out. Maybe they are now.
Yeah, and it sounds like officers that were in foot pursuit of the ones that ran, it sounds like they have at least one of those people in custody. So if there were 4 people, and unfortunately a building block.
Okay,
that's
so I'm
dealing
guessing
with
the
clouds
driver
and tall
ran or
buildings and
something.
All of those things. So we couldn't tell if there were actually 4. We had heard 4.
They got him already?
We know one that ran is in custody, and then obviously these 2 are going to be taken into custody soon too.
And a really precarious situation with all those handguns allegedly inside that car and multiple people to keep track of.
Now, is it policy also that they want them to get out one at a time?
Yes,
Yeah,
okay. They'll call them out
duh.
one at a time. They don't want to be dealing with, multiple people because if one bolts and one runs or, what have you. So yeah, they do want
Common
one to come out
sense,
at a
lady,
time.
common
And
sense.
you saw, especially when you have multiple suspects, look how far away they
Yeah,
made
see,
that
told
guy
me the
walk,
driver ran. I
because
knew
they
it.
don't want him
Yeah.
to have any access to the other person in
And
the
they
car.
got him right
or
away.
be able to quickly run back to the car. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Probably
They're
had
gonna go on
warrants.
4. I didn't realize there was 3 people left in the car, so only the driver ran. And we
Yeah,
believe
obviously
that
he was
person in
the one
custody, so they
driving. He
will
didn't want to
all
get
4 of
caught.
these suspects.
He got caught.
So, well, you know what? You said that you saw the number
Some little
7
cholos.
on one of the law enforcement vehicles. So that's a gang unit.
Big
That's
panted
from Wilson, yeah,
cholos,
the slick top,
no
and that's one
drip
gang,
whatsoever.
Kind of makes sense then if you have 4 people in a vehicle, right, evading police and having weapons inside.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And we were, for a good chunk of this in downtown, they were wrong way on one-way streets. Really
Spread out,
putting
do the
public at
eagle on
risk
the-
here.
on
And,
the pavement.
The LAPD helicopter was doing their best to keep up, but just like us, we were dealing with
Oh,
clouds
man.
and tall
This looks like
buildings.
a girl.
And,
Oh,
I
my.
don't know if that
I'm
was
tripping.
their,
That's just a
thought
dude.
process here. Let's go get lost in downtown
is a
and
dude.
see if that works. But I can tell you the watch commanders that were calling this chase were adamant about staying in it and not going into tracking mode. That allowed the officers to be right behind them and right on their tail at every turn.
So when they come and get all these guys on the ground, they're going to search them. It'll be interesting to see if they find the guns on them.
Oh yeah, they still have the guns on them. Like, we already knew they threw them out, bro. Like,
And there was talk on the freeway of them throwing things.
Exactly.
down the car,
This-
so,
these
very well
newscasters,
could have been
man.
At least one of the weapons.
they have them going where the sewers at, bro. Like, lay down right
Airship
there.
overhead, right?
They did,
So
and the
they
airship
could see it.
Yeah, the airship was the one
That's
that called out
funny.
that they may have tossed an article, is what they call it when they don't really know what it is. But
Look at all
we're
these
just
people
really
having a
continuing law
show.
enforcement that you've got down there now, trying to get all of this handled and cleaned up.
The club's
And
right
bystanders
there,
who were just
kind of
down there,
on the block that they pulled
enjoying
up
their
on.
Friday night in downtown LA, as all of these police cars came screaming in and people now on the ground. It must be quite a sight.
That dude got a cam.
Yeah, and that's what makes you so nervous to me. It's a Friday night. We saw pedestrians. These guys are driving, crazy down a one-way street. God knows what could have happened. Thankfully they realized the LAPD wasn't going to give up as the officers come in to clear the car here.
Okay, they're coming
and
in.
just decide to ditch it. It rolled up against the pole a little bit there, but doesn't look like there's any heavy damage. So really, with the way they were driving, it ended the best it could.
Did they run out of gas, or did they not navigate as they should have?
Yeah.
And run, that's what I'm wondering.
Excuse me.
No,
I
they
think
just gave up,
towards
lady.
the
The
end
dude
of it, you
tried to
can kind of
bolt.
See them not really knowing what they wanted to do. Like when they were
It was
going
over.
intersections, their turns were not decisive. They would pause, they would kind of, sit there for like a millisecond and figure out what they wanted to do.
What they
And
wanted to
that
do
Hollywood
was
unit
lose the
just on
chopper,
his
but the
bumper
unit,
the whole
because
time.
the units
So
weren't
I've
on them.
been
Then the
through
units
that, so they
came
just
on,
realized
and
that, no matter
you
how
couldn't do nothing.
fast I drive, wrong way, downtown, buildings, clouds, they're still here, they're still chasing me. Let me try and get out and run, and it didn't work.
No, I guess not.
They got the lady cop
right.
doing it.
The driver's the only one we're not seeing.
Correct,
right
and
now.
He's in custody, right?
Yeah, he's in custody down the street a little bit behind the building.
And the only one who chose to run, it sounds like.
Yeah, and we believe at
He was
this
the
point that
driver.
you'll have all 4 of these suspects in custody.
He was
So they'll
not.
clear the car and
He
move
went on the whole
forward.
pursuit himself.
Little excitement on this Friday night, but
Happy Friday.
yeah. glad
Happy
to see
Friday,
that,
huh?
That it turned out the way it did, and there were
Stupid
no
Friday
injuries
nights.
and,
All right, let's see some comments. Let's see some. Arrested, charged, negotiated with the DA. Judge's sentence will be time served. Comes out with a gift card. It could happen. It could happen. The LAPD always backs off. This has never worked. The LAPD has to follow wussy rules. Arizona police can catch the criminals. Actually, every other state can catch the criminal. The LAPD allows these people to drive freely, and they still think they're being chased. When has backing off ever worked? It's just stupid. Hey, agreed. Never worked. And then someone mentioned Arkansas. LA, who would not want to live there? Right. Hey, it's actually, it's overblown. I mean, yeah, these chases happen, crime happens, but there's so many people, like, it's like, you're not going to see that, like, just walking outside. Sometimes you do, but it's chill. It's chill. Okay, yeah. All these people, all this over pastrami sandwich, what? They try to. So this happened because they were ordering food? Wow. And you gotta love the California and LA law comments as always. Anyway, guys, that was it for today. Keep it locked. It's LA. Another chase is probably happening right now. So keep it locked. I'll be back. I'm out. Peace.